The men's doubles players onto court. So let's once again join our MC, Howard Bentham.
This is the Yonex All England Open Badminton Championships 2016 and the men's doubles final. Let's welcome the players. First up from Russia, Vladimir Ivanov and Ivan Sozonov.
Vladimir Ivanov and Ivan Sozonov, the first players from Russia to ever appear in a Super Series tournament final. First players from Russia ever to be in an All England final, because of course the Super Series only came into existence in 2007. The European champions, can they cause one more upset?
For their opponents from Japan, the number 6 seeds, Hiroyuki Endo and Kenichi Hayakawa.
Hiroyuki Endo and Kenichi Hayakawa. Well, if they win, they will become the first male players from Japan ever to win an All England title. So one of these pairs will create history today. Of that, there is a certainty. For this Japanese combination, this is the third time they've stepped out onto centre court on finals day here at the Yonex All England Championships, beaten in the final in 2013 and again in 2014. For the Russians, well, this is their 5th appearance, and in their 4 previous appearances they have never won a match. They lost in the first round on all 4 previous occasions. But we knew they were dangerous. But we know they've had very good results, including winning the European Championships 2 years ago on home soil in Busan.
And the green, black for you.
Russia have had players in semi-finals of Super Series events before. Women's doubles pair Nina Veslova and Valeria Sorokin, a couple of semi-finals for them. And mixed doubles pair Alexander Nikolayenko and Valeria Sorokin, a semi-final of Korea in 2012. But never have Russian players contested a Super Series final. There's the big man, Vladimir Ivanov. He's over 6'5", 28-year-old from Chelyabinsk in the Ural Mountains in Russia. They silver medalists at the European Games, as well as winning the European Championships 2 years ago. The left-handed Ivan Sozonov, 26 years of age, from Sverdlovsk. Both of these players started their careers as singles players, winning tournaments as singles players, but now concentrating on the doubles. In the second round, beat last year's semi-finalists Mats Conrad and Magnus Koling. In the quarter-final, the 2013 winners Liu Xiaolong and Chu Sihan. And yesterday, sensationally beat the world number 1s Lee Yong-dae and Yu Young-sun in 3 games. Dropping the opening game against the world number 1s, and those of us who were watching thought that that was probably it. They did wonderfully well to come back. So here, Hiroyuki Endo, the 29-year-old, he and his partner spent 6 weeks as world number 2s, but as you can see, they're number 7 in the world at the moment. Wonderfully consistent at the All England Championships. Third final in 4 years. 29-year-old Kenichi Hayakawa from Shiga in Western Honshu. He'll turn 30 next month, and last year was the first time in 6 years they didn't reach a final. They've been one of those pairs that really have been there or thereabouts. Their toughest match was in the second round against Anga Pratama and Ricky Suwadi. In the quarterfinal, they beat last year's beaten finalists Fu Haifeng and Zhang Nang, and in the semi-final yesterday, disposed of Govi Shem and Tan Wee Kiong in 2 very comfortable games. So this will be the 7th meeting between these two pairs, and honours are shared. 3 wins apiece, but the last meeting was last year at the Denmark Super Series, second round encounter. And as you can see, it was very close in that second game. So Henrik Boas of Denmark, our umpire for this one. Hao Long Hu from China, our service judge. Well, what an occasion for both pairs. My goodness, I bet the nerves are jangling with the Russian combination.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Vladimir Ivanov, Ivan Sozonov, Russia. And on my left, Hiroyuki Endo, Kenichi Hayakawa, Japan. Kenichi Hayakawa to serve to Vladimir Ivanov. Love all. Play.
So Hiroyuki Endo and Kenichi Hayakawa nearest to us. Will it be third time lucky as far as winning the All England title is concerned, their third final? But they have been in 6 Super Series tournament finals prior to this, and they have yet to win a Super Series title. Steve and me were talking the other day, weren't we, about they're always a pair that's there or thereabouts, but they haven't so far been able to capture that precious first Super Series title. And I guess the pressure is on them here, because most people would expect them to win because the Russian combination aren't even seeded.
Yeah, I was surprised to see that their head-to-head was 3-all. I would expect the Japanese to have an advantage there, but they haven't had it so far, so yeah, I guess you're right. The impression will probably be that the Japanese should win this, but I have a feeling that if the man in the picture here, Ivan Sozonov, if he can get his game going, the Russians will take the title.
Yeah, they've got a good start, haven't they? Well, the Japanese pair do look nervous to me. I know it's very, very early stages.
Play a couple of times here this week, and noticed that especially Hiroyuki Endo has looked in a formidable playing mood.
Yeah, he's been playing well, hasn't he?
Bettered his attacking game from the back court. As for the Russians, as I mentioned, Ivan Sozonov clearly much better at the front court than previous occasions, and both Russian players much better in the defense. Very impressive yesterday, beating Lee Yong-dae and Yo Young-sung. I mean, probably the men's doubles with the best defense in the world, and yet the tall Russians were able to penetrate and take a victory there. So yeah, I think they're the favorites, in my opinion.
2-5. Oh. 3-5.
Yeah, well, that's where he's so good, isn't it, from that front of the court. Kenichi Hawakawa.
Go! 4-5.
My goodness me. Good return of the quick serve.
6-4.
Oh, yes. Well, we were noting the other day that his variation on pace from the back of the court, Hiroyuki Endo, absolutely superb, and there's another example. Decision. Yeah, he can't afford to lift short to the big man. There he is, Vladimir Ivanov.
7-5.
Good serve.
8-5.
Yeah, that's where the left-hander is so good. Playing from the front, putting pressure on opponents. Yeah, and look at those little half-court pushes too.
6-8.
Yeah, so often we have these short rallies at the early encounters in men's doubles. Players get into it for some more rallies. This is a good one. Has gone wide. Yeah, fast exchanges.
7-8.
It's probably one of the areas where the Japanese could get the upper hand in the flat game exchanges. He's so quick on those service returns, Sozonov.
9-7.
Goodness. What a rally. Brilliant.
It's not often he has to hit it 5 times to kill it from that position.
No.
Vladimir Ivanov.
10-7.
Yeah, 197 tall. Fabulous work. What a good rally again. Oh. Super badminton.
Interval.
And it's Vladimir Ivanov and Ivan Sozonov who have a 4-point advantage at the mid-game interval. Oh my goodness me. Steen, I thought that there might be signs of nerves and overawed by the occasion by the Russians, but they're playing freely.
They're taking the chance.
Yeah. 68 shots, my goodness me.
And 68 shots in the long run. Rallies like that might benefit the Japanese pair. I think they would have the better stamina, but well, who knows?
Yeah.
20 seconds.
Only 8 minutes
20
to pitch the
seconds.
mid-game interval.
Thank you, Russia.
I mean, it's not what they aim to do, Ivanov and Sozonov, to play long rallies.
Thank you, Japan.
They normally emphasize a lot on service and return and third and fourth stroke, but let's see how they react if the rallies get longer. Can they maintain their quality? Danish umpire talking to Ivan Sozonov.
What for taking too long?
11-7.
Couldn't hear it.
Oh, service fault called, struck above the waist.
Service over. 8-11.
Not the worst I've seen.
No. I agree with you, Joe.
A long level back line.
Service over. 12-8.
And the Russians, they've definitely bettered their racket skills in the defense. Extremely quick racket movements compared to what we've seen a couple of months ago. He's lethal there, Ivanov.
13-8. Yes.
In the long run, the Japanese pair will lose more rallies than they'll win here. For Ivanov, it's about accepting that one or two mistakes might creep in eventually in those attacking situations, but he'll still win the majority of them.
Service over. 9-13.
Look at that return of serve.
Over.
Well, it must be awfully daunting to serve to him.
14-9.
I mean, not just his height, but he's an imposing figure. Look at his racket arm outstretched, only half a step forward, and he can take that at about tape level.
10-14.
Good service return from Endo. Exactly the spot where Sozonov wrongly thinks that he can intercept. They got to make some fast decisions now, the Russians. What if Ivanov was played flat in his backhand and then quickly crossed? How do they prevent that?
Oh, that's quick going forward. That's very, very nice play by the Japanese combination.
12-14.
Well, I'm impressed with the Russians. It's all out attack, and I love to see that style of play.
Yeah. Ivanov tries to play his partner in at the net. Sosunov setting it up for him from his left hand. When he doesn't succeed about that, he comes around him on the other side, making his way forward. Excellent play by the Russians.
Over 13-15.
First service error from Ivanov. I think it's the first service error from anyone, isn't it?
Yeah.
Takes over 16-13.
Apparently thought he could hit a winner there, Endo, because he totally outplayed both himself and his partner.
Takes over 14-16.
Quite a good return of serve. Wouldn't you throw in a couple of flicks, because the
Yes.
Russian players are so pouncing on the low serve?
Yeah. It would be investments. I mean, if the Russians kill it, then so be it. But you can't have them coming closer and closer to the net on
No.
the short services.
Just
And
got
we
to make.
also, earlier in the week, we heard the Danes emphasize this in their game against the Russians, which they eventually lost. So
Yeah, that was Mads Conrad and Mads Culling, wasn't it?
15.
Broken
17.
strings.
Test. 15-17.
it's refreshing that we see
15,
another European country
17.
emerge with strong players, and no matter who wins this match, this tournament will be Lin Dan and the new kids on the block, because we've had new winners in 3 out of
Yeah.
the previous 4 finals. Well played by Sosunov. I like that little lift over the Japanese pair. They're coming
16-17.
forward a lot now. I sense the Japanese, and that's a good plan. They can use the defense to survive, but in the long run they cannot win from the defense. I think they have to go on the attack or have the upper hand in the flat game.
Oh, what a perfect low serve. What a perfect low serve. Well, there's me suggesting they should flick. If you can serve low like that, well, continue to do so. Yep, perfect. Oh, what a lovely way to come back level. 17 all. There's a challenge here from the Russian pair.
Sosunov challenge called out.
Well, I think they might have a point here. It was awfully close.
I saw that in my position. But, let's see what Hawkeye says.
Yeah, you've got a slightly better position than me, haven't you? Players looking up to the giant screen. Wait for Hawkeye. Yeah, it was just out. You were right, Steen. Well done.
Challenge unsuccessful. 18-17. Sosonov, Ivanov, 1 challenge remaining. Play.
Good attacking play.
Service over.
Have we seen any flicks today so far, Steve, from either pair?
I haven't seen any flick from the Japanese pair.
No, certainly
And
not.
I was just thinking about Ivanov is almost standing and blocking the way for Sosonov if they flick to the middle of the court when Sosonov is returning. Yeah, you see good variation in that serve from Sosonov.
Yeah.
A little bit towards the sideline.
And his anticipation of the third shot. Look, he's waiting for
Yeah.
it. Well, that is just delightful.
Good use of the left-handedness.
Yeah. And on a run of 3 straight points, now the European champions have 2 game point opportunities. That's going wide.
Yeah. It was going wide. He should have left it.
Yeah.
19-20.
It's awfully easy for us sitting off the court, but when you're involved in the heat of the rally. So 1 game point has been well saved. Another 1 remains though for the Russian pair.
Important service here for Hiroyuki Endo.
There's a flick. First time.
Oh, he played it directly into the racket of Kenichi Hayakawa.
So the 2 game points have come and gone.
20.
It's 20 all, and we will require extra points until there's a clear 2-point winning margin.
Now look how far into the right field Ivanov is standing.
Yeah, it's extraordinary, isn't it? Look, right foot must be 3 foot inside that service court. There's another flick serve.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Having flicked it all over this game, and then when it matters most, they vary.
21-20. Change.
That time he was waiting for it, the big man.
21-all.
Unbelievable. Oh, it's called out. There's a challenge. There's a challenge here from the Japanese pair.
Endo Hayakawa challenge called out.
Well, it was desperately close again.
A good thing we can get it settled so we don't have any disputes over these line calls when it's so close in the match.
Yeah, and that's the whole purpose of having the instant review system, isn't it? So that the correct decision is made.
Correction.
So there's a correction. What a great challenge.
Service over.
So, having
22,
saved 2
21.
game points,
Play.
now Endo and Hayakawa have a 2nd game point themselves.
Hayakawa. Hayakawa.
Well, all credit to the Japanese pair. 23-21 in 23 minutes. Well, they had a bit of a scare, didn't they? And the Russians may rue those missed opportunities. Opening game to the Japanese pair.
Давай свою игру, давай. Не надо играть в то, что ты играешь сейчас. Сыграй свою, будет 2 раза легче. И на сетку можешь.
Well,
20 seconds.
the possibility of Japan taking 3 titles in a Super Series tournament for the very first time is a distinct possibility now. And of course, for this Japanese pair, no Japanese men have ever won an All-England title.
Second game.
They're just 1 game away, though, from achieving
Double.
that.
Play.
And of course, as far as winning 3 titles in any particular tournament is concerned, of course, China have done that on 7 occasions. They've won all 5 titles, but Malaysia has achieved it twice in the first 2 Super Series finals. Denmark has achieved it twice, 2009 Korea, and at their home event in 2010 in Korea, of course, at the Denmark Open last year. 3 doubles titles to the Koreans. Well, Steve, we've talked at length over the last year or so, haven't we, about Japan's resurgence in World Badminton, due in very large part to Park Ju-bong, former World Olympic champion.
Yeah, he's done a tremendous job, and Japan has been given the time it takes to create a system that seems to continuously deliver world-class players now. Over all 5 categories. Or perhaps the mix is not as strong as the other 4.
Which is very, very surprising, considering Park Ju-bong was such a wonderful mixed doubles player himself.
Yeah, he probably hates the fact that it's not going so well in the mix.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
the problems China had once with men's
Yeah.
doubles,
Yeah.
Li Yongbo and Chen Bingyi, the former greats, being head coaches. Couldn't win a thing until Fu Haifeng and Chai Yun.
That's a little harsh.
Yeah,
Liu
it is.
Xiao Long and Chu Sihan won the All-England title 3 years ago. Surprise
But that
winners.
was after Fu Haifeng and Chai Yun emerged on the world scene, until
Yes,
they
yep, you're absolutely right. Sorry,
arrived.
beg your pardon. No, you're right.
Really good pass, but they rarely delivered on the big occasions. And Chai-
mistaken. Anything in particular that the Russian combination need to do here in this second game, Steen?
I'm not really sure, to be honest. Maybe relax a little bit and don't challenge the Japanese in the fast-paced game. But I have a feeling that the Japanese are getting a little bit too relaxed at the moment, or maybe too nervous, and that's just shows as if they're too relaxed. They've been handling pressure extremely well, Ivanov and Sosonov, losing the first game to Leon Day and Yuan Sung, came back to win it in 3. We've often seen that they get into some kind of discussions, or maybe it's not even discussions, it's just Ivanov talking to Sosonov, but they managed that very well. This time he had the right read, Vladimir Ivanov.
7-3.
Shotgun wide from the Japanese pair.
That's a nice steep smash, good variation.
That's well played.
Oh, there's a challenge.
Ivanov, Sosonov challenge called in.
Yeah. My instinctive reaction was that it was long.
Yeah, me too.
But that doesn't really matter because we're sitting so far from the court that we can't see it. We just have an instinctive reaction anyway.
Yeah, caught the line.
Challenge unsuccessful. Service over. 4-7. Ivanov, Sosonov, 1 challenge remaining. Play. Service over. 8-4.
Flat exchanges are definitely suiting the Japanese player more.
Yeah, and Ivanov has twice played it directly into the racket of Kenichi Hayakawa, so that's obviously something they have some video material on. Likes to make a little deception and then play cross, but the Japanese player has got that covered. That's a situation where he should be more calm, Sosonov. Just put it below the tape.
6-8.
We saw the Danes do it last year in exactly these circumstances. The final of the All England. Don't inject pace into the rallies if you're not in a good position, if you're not in balance.
So just take the pace off, still hit it down.
Still hit it downwards, like a shot like we saw Wang Xishan hit.
Yeah.
Just down below the tape. Drop it in front of the Japanese pair.
Oh, service well called.
Service over.
Endo.
9-6.
It's such a good serve again.
It was aimed directly at the point where Hayakawa needed to decide whether he was going to return with a forehand shot or a backhand shot.
Yeah. He's so tall, it just sort of goes so flat over the net.
Excellent play by Endo and Hayakawa.
7-10. Yes.
Yeah, well, look at that. 10 rear court winners from the Russians, 10 as opposed to 4. And they have been attacking well. That helps the stats for the Japanese pair.
And one of the things is now that Ivan Sosonov, he has to come a little bit more away from the net when Ivanov is attacking. He's standing too close to the net. The Japanese get it a little bit further.
He did well to get out of the way of that. Yeah, I like the gymnastics as well.
And when he moves a little bit away from the net, then the chance is not as big as he might anticipate. So he has to be a little bit more patient. Just block it, get an even higher lift. Ivanov will smash an even more dangerous smash, and they can kill it.
He's intercepted on his forehand side again, didn't he, Hayakawa?
Yeah.
Brilliant. What a shot from Vladimir Ivanov.
11-9 interval.
And the Russian pair go to the mid-game interval with a 2-point advantage.
Потом на другую сторону переходит, уже сразу диагонально бери. Знаешь, они вот когда крутят, одна сторона спокойно чувствует ситуацию, вторая сторона уже сразу другую сторону. Другую сторону, посмотри, обратите внимание, начал играть эту глубину, полкорта, да, сетку, не стал ошибаться. Понимаешь? Им неудобно.
Results from last year. Ivanov and Sozonov. 6 finals from 20 tournaments. Won their home Grand Prix event.
20 seconds.
Their other
28
finals,
seconds.
5 times runner-up, apart from the European Games in Baku in Azerbaijan. All Grand Prix gold events. All Grand Prix events. So this is a huge, huge step up, isn't it? Super Series final.
Fight.
They're not going to be. They're not going to be easy to beat in a little bit more windy hole.
Stay on court. Nope.
The two Russians.
Just explain that a little bit more. Why no a drafty hall? Why does that make
it's
a
so hard
difference?
to control the defense.
I want you to stay on court, but I say no.
No, Hiroyuki Endo, warmed by
12-9.
Henrik Boas.
You have to remember that this hole here in Birmingham is considered a slow hole. It's a very, very big hole. It
13-9.
holds a 200-meter athletic track inside, and it doesn't really favor the attacking players, but still the Russians have done well here. Well played. Wow, what a defense.
Yeah,
They lost the rally, but what a defense from Endo Hayakawa.
14-9.
on the forehand side.
That one.
This one, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they were read by Sozonov.
And even though they're in the defense, Endo and Hayakawa, they still have to be focused on the front court, because when the Russians block it, they have to be quick in their reaction to that, so they can play it flat back to the back court of the Russians. and thereby overtake the initiative in the rally.
14-9.
So a 5-point cushion. Well, they were 14-9 up in the first game.
Ten, 14.
Isn't it? Oh my goodness.
Right.
Yeah, good judgments. And a very, very good rally.
11-14.
I'm pretty sure that this will benefit the Japanese pair.
What a long physical rally.
Yeah, the more energy they can drag away from the Russians, the better.
Oh, I had a rally at 68 in the first game, didn't I? I have a feeling that's changed a bit of momentum, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. He's playing well now, Hayakawa. He's coming so quickly towards the net.
12-14. Wipe the court, please. Yes. Good. Thank you.
Просто так не проходит.
Well, it just seems to
Foul,
be
please.
a mirror image of the opening game.
Thank you. 12-14.
Yumi Manaki, Japanese doubles coach. Across the body, it's clever.
15-12.
Important for the Russians if they could get 1 or 2 points more to sort of get away from the Japanese.
Well, we are following exactly the same scoring pattern.
13-15.
9-14, 12-14. 13-15.
So who will win the next duel?
Well, according to the plan, the Russians.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah, you're right.
16-13.
So the question is actually whether Ivanov will leave it on the sideline on 2018 this time. Oh,
Oh, there's no Hawkeye. There's no Hawkeye on that front service line. That
Line
looked,
judge called it in.
yes, but the umpire can
I can't see
overrule.
because of injury. Line judge called it
That looked desperately short.
in. 17-13.
Well, apologise for hitting Suzanov.
14-17.
Clever defense by the Japanese pair, moving Ivanov from side to side.
Suzanov. Russia. Ivanov. Match play continues.
Great judgment. Oh, goodness me.
15-17.
A lot on the offense is on Ivanov now, because the Japanese didn't get it just past Suzanov, so he has to follow up himself.
Oh, that was clever. Oh, what a good smash. Aiming towards the left hip of the left-hander.
It's such a pleasure to see the development of the two Japanese double pairings.
Change.
Hayakawa and Endo that we see here, and the All England champion in women's doubles, Matsutomo and Takahashi, because they've really developed their game,
Yeah.
added to their skills.
What a good serve. Oh, didn't follow it up. It's a good return from Ivanov.
19-16.
And the Russians 2 points away from taking this second game. Oh, that's short.
17.
Seemed to rush that serve.
Was that a sign of nerves?
Definitely. Well, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think so
Yeah.
too.
Unbelievable.
He's doing a good job, Vladimir Ivanov.
Game point 17.
So 3 game point opportunities to send this to a third and deciding game.
Is this where the flickers come in again, like we saw in the first game? I think it might be wise.
It is 1 game all. The smash from Hiroyuki Endo finding the net.
Second game won by Vladimir Ivanov.
48 minutes
21-18.
into the
1 game
final.
all.
And it's 1 game apiece. 21-18. So we're in for a thriller. First deciding game of the men's doubles. Something about the rotational
Play. 20 seconds. 20 seconds.
Well, this is a difficult match to call. Very, very difficult. You feel that the Russians just sense an opportunity that may not ever come again. And they're playing so well. Of course, in most people's eyes, they are the underdogs. 13 in the world rankings as opposed to 7 for the Japanese pair. The Japanese pair in their 7th Super Series tournament final and yet to win a title. The Japanese pair may feel that the number of chances are running out. Well, this is very early on in the deciding game, isn't it, to make a challenge?
I thought that was way in.
Yeah, so did I.
No.
Yeah, it was a
Challenge
This shows how bad position we were in, Jill, to call these.
Endo Hayakawa, 1 challenge remaining. Play.
It's gone wide.
2 love.
And I think with the momentum that sort of swung over to the Russians, it's really, really lethal for the Japanese to be in too much of a defensive position right now. They simply got to challenge the Russians in the service situation. Well played.
Service over. 1-2.
There's the flip serve, there's the variation. Oh, that's quick from Hayakawa.
2-all.
And the reason he can do it is that I would expect that they've been talking about, if we play Sosonov, we know he's going to try to keep the net. So we play him and then go for it.
Oh, that was an opportunity.
that was 2 bad shots.
3-2. Service over. 3-all.
No, I think an awful lot of this, Steen, is just down to who handles the situation better, handles the pressure.
Yeah, I agree. If I were the Japanese, I would target Ivan Sosonov.
4-3.
I think he's the one most likely to get nervous.
Yeah, we saw him rush a low serve towards the end of the second
Yeah.
game where he made a service error And that, to me, was a clear sign of nerves.
So much for that.
There's a difference from targeting him and him coming forward to the net. It's pretty even, isn't it, with the winners from the front? Oh, that's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
They know exactly what's happening when Ivan Sozonov has the shuttle.
5-4.
He's going to try and keep the net, and they're taking the countermeasures. Russian coach.
A little bit loose with the serve though.
Yeah, and it gets harder and harder.
Yeah.
The closer we get to 21, it gets harder to serve.
Yeah.
And behind you, in the middle, there.
It's like trying to sink that 5-foot putt to win the Open, isn't it?
Yeah.
5-all.
Service fault called, struck above the waist.
Service over.
Second time that
6-5.
Sozonov has been called a service fault.
Be careful.
Yeah, I agree.
It's a relentless attack from Vladimir Ivanov.
6-all.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, well, if you need 3 or 4 smashes to put it down, that's what you have to do.
End of.
He was falling over.
6-all.
He's looking for that push down his forehand side every time. Kawakawa.
7-6.
Yeah, but Sozonov had 2 or 3 chances to put this away, and he didn't manage to do that. And that's worrying for the Russians.
Nice, good return of the flick.
7-all.
I don't think there's going to be a whole lot more flicks from the Japanese after that.
No.
8-7.
That's very good defence from Ivanov, keeping it flat, keeping pace on it too.
Yeah, I can see the Russian coach is signaling his players that they should lift the racket, and I totally agree with him. There's a lot flying past Ivan Sosunov right now at the front court. Focusing so much on the tight net shots.
Oh, this is a good little spell, isn't it, by the Russians? 4 straight points.
10-7.
6-7 down. Points and to the mid-game interval, and the change of ends with a 4-point advantage. Oh, can they push this home? Change ends. The match clock ticks over the hour mark. It's a bit of a groin strain there, I think. Well, there's no sign of it in the way he's playing.
No.
Maybe a bit of cramp, a bit of tension.
Yeah, but was he? I saw
20 seconds.
He has got some
20
strapping on
seconds.
on his thigh there.
Yeah.
Leave the court. Coaches, leave the court. Thank you. 11-7. Japan, thank you.
No matter how this ends, I mean, with the improvements both pairs have made, we're going to hear more of them. And especially the Russians are going to be a new pair in the top 10, I think.
Well, they have actually been in the top 10 before, back in 2013, 1 week
12
in November
7.
at number 9 in the world. But they're going to be regular top 10 players, I think.
I think so too.
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
Whoa.
Look at that. Well, he's been hitting so many powerful shots
13-7.
to suddenly throw in the drop shot.
It's 7 straight points for
Yeah.
the Russians. And it seems like they've stiffened the Japanese pair. That's better. That's better.
8-13.
A lot of pressure on the service from Endo Hayakawa now. I don't think he dares to flick. Excellent play. The first smash from Endo Hayakawa, not full power, gets him in a much better position for the second one.
9-13.
No serve is short.
14-9.
So we have 14-9 again.
14-9 we've had in all 3 games. He's gone long, way long.
I hope we find it again.
10-14.
And that's possibly the nerves we were talking about earlier. Well, everybody's feeling the nerves.
15-10.
Well, the Japanese players getting themselves in all sorts of a muddle early on.
16-10.
Oh, Kawa had to scamper from one side of the court to the other.
Change.
There's no way he was going to miss this. Even off. 7-point advantage.
17-10.
11 out of the last 14 points won by the Russians.
Probably the last chance for the Japanese pair if they want to make a run at it.
Yeah, they have to win.
It's not easy with the attacking skills on the opposite side.
But they must have a little run of points right now. Well, it's not to be. And just 3 points needed for the Russian pair to take the All England title. I wonder what odds you would have got on them at the beginning of the week. Brilliant. 2 points away from the title. They've been a revelation in this tournament, haven't they?
19-11.
Huge improvement in their play. The persistent attack, the thoughtful attack. Well, this really is last chance saloon, isn't it?
12-19.
Mind you, we had a 11-19 in a mixed doubles on semi-finals day, didn't we?
I think they have to go to at least 16 on this serve. Otherwise they will give away too many match points.
Yeah.
Ivanov, Suzanov challenged, called in.
It's a challenge. You might as well, because if you prove right, you've got match point opportunities.
And you got a little time to sort of
Устал, отдай под меня.
relax and get your game together again.
Yeah, recompose the thoughts. So what does Hawkeye say?
This is out. No.
No, it's in. It's caught the line. What a great challenge.
Unsuccessful. 13-19. Ivanov, Suzanov, one challenge remaining.
No, that's...
Play on.
I thought too that they were out of challenges, but maybe it was
all
in
right.
the second game.
Yeah.
Well, it's not over yet.
No.
14-19.
Match points have arrived. 6 of them to be precise.
20 match
The
point,
Russians
14.
on the verge of victory. Yeah.
15,
The nerves.
20.
Even though he can go really, really hard on the short service now,
Yeah.
because there's no way he's going to flick.
One match point saved.
16, 20.
The commitment there from Hiroyuki Endo. They've done it! Vladimir Ivanov and Ivan Sozonov, the European champions, become the All England champions. Well, the unseeded pair have made history today. Come on! First ever players from Russia in a Super Series tournament final. And they leave as champions.
Match won by Vladimir Ivanov, Ivan Sozonov. 21-23, 21-18, 21-16.
They prepared.
Why not? These opportunities and these moments don't come along that often. Make the most of it. Their confirmation of the score, coming from a game down, 21-23, 21-18, 21-16, in a little over an hour and 10 minutes. Well, what a way the finals day to conclude with how wonderful men's doubles, how they... Well, I was going to say those missed opportunities in the opening game, those 2 game point opportunities didn't really matter, did it? Because they came through anyway. I felt after the first game that was possibly going to be a nightmare scenario for them, having squandered one of the match points when the shuttle was going way out. They could have left it. But all credit to Ivanov and Sozonov. Yeah, look at the celebrations. Is that their form of the haka? Well, they're obviously delighted. Let's hear what they have to say with our MC.
Let's get a word with our champions, Vladimir Ivanov, Ivan Sozonov of Russia. Guys, you were speechless after yesterday's win. I hope you can talk now. Can you actually believe what has happened to you this week?
Please, Ivan. Ivan, a little bit better English, have a better English for me.
Whew. We don't believe it. A little story, we 5 times lost in the first round here. This tournament, we win first matches. And sometimes I joke in Russia, if we win 1 matches, we win tournament. It's a miracle. I didn't believe it.
It's a badminton miracle. What's the experience like? It's your first Super Series final, a massive crowd, great atmosphere, the history of this tournament.
Of course, we're very proud and so excited now. But I think it's new pages in Russia, and we are very proud to make it. These pages for us is unbelievable.
A word about your opponents, Hiroyuki Endo, Kenichi Hayakawa. They put up a great fight. That was a great match.
Of course, it's a third final for Japanese pair. It's a very good pair, but last time we beating him, and I think have mental advantage, but very nervous first set, and take control in second, and win third. Thank you all for support. England is an amazing country. Thank you very much.
I think they've made lots of new friends here in Birmingham.
Very well said, Ivan Sozonov.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please welcome our presentation party. And to make the final presentations for the men's doubles here at the Yonex All England Open Badminton Championships 2016. Please welcome Kusaki Hayashida, President of Yonex, and Derek Batchelor, Chairman of Badminton England. And before we celebrate with our athletes, let's mark the contribution of our officials. Umpire Henrik Boas of Denmark and service judge Ao Long Hu of China.
So once again, first of all, the recognition for our court officials. Derek Batchelor, Chairman of Badminton England.
Let's make some noise for our runners-up in the men's doubles. From Japan, Hiroyuki Endo and Kenichi Hayakawa.
Well, it wasn't to be third time lucky for Kenichi Hayakawa and Hiroyuki Endo. A third All-England final. And for a third time, they have to settle for second best. That's 7 Super Series tournament finals they've been in. And still looking for that elusive first title.
They also receive their MetLife Awards. They played their part in a great final. Let's hear it one more time for Hiroyuki Endo and Kenichi Hayakawa. And let's raise the roof for our winners. From Russia, Vladimir Ivanov and Ivan Sozonov.
Vladimir Ivanov and Ivan Sozonov of Russia. This is a day that they will never forget. All England champions came here unseeded. And they have walked away with the title. A very first Super Series tournament final. And they win the biggest Super Series title of them all, the All England.
Hand over the silverware because the Yonex All England Open Badminton Men's Doubles Champions.
Hayashida, President of Yonex Company, presenting the trophies. That's a lovely touch, inviting the Japanese pair onto the top of the podium.
Ladies and gentlemen, do stay and celebrate with our players on their lap of celebration. One more time, let's hear it for our runners-up, Hiroyuki Endo and Kenichi Hayakawa. And our men's doubles champions from Russia, Vladimir Ivanov and Ivan Sozonov.
What a fabulous men's doubles final, full of attacking play. And for the Russians, what a wonderful way to make history. Well, both Ivanov and Sozonov, sheer joy, and that's wonderful to watch. What a turn up for the men's doubles here at the 106th All England Championships. Not seeded, but they have gone away as champions. Well, it all started with the men's singles and Lin Dan winning his 6th All England title in his 9th final, beating his teammate in 2 straight games. Then Misaki Matsutomo and Ayaka Takahashi, well, goodness me, have they improved. Their 2nd title of the year, and for Japan, the 38-year wait is over because Matsutomo and Takahashi have won the title for Japan. Then mixed doubles, and Praveen Jordan and Debbie Susanto, well, especially the Indonesians, I thought they were outstanding today, and as much as the Danes tried, there was just nothing they could do. Then in the women's singles, the final of the day, as far as I'm concerned, 1 hour and 39 minutes of pulsating badminton. Nozomi Okuhara celebrating her 21st birthday today and becoming the first player from Japan for 39 years since the late Hiroyuki to lift the All England crown. And as we've just seen in the men's doubles, well, he said it was a miracle. Did Sozonov? It wasn't a miracle. They played well, but who would have guessed that they would come through and win this title? Vladimir Ivanov and Ivan Sozonov, really, for the Japanese pair, Endo and Hawakawa. Well, you have to spare a thought for them. 7 Super Series tournament finals, still waiting for their first title. Heartbreak for them. But Steen, it really has been a wonderful week. I know that you tweeted some time ago that you thought it would be a tournament of upsets. You've been proved absolutely right.
Yeah, fantastic tournament again this year here in Birmingham, and probably the most surprising tournament that I've witnessed in the 20 years that I've been watching this tournament. What a fantastic final day we had, and what a fairy tale for the Russians.
Yes, and of course for Japanese badminton, they won the Thomas Cup 2 years ago in India, and now they've won both the women's events here at the All England Championships in the women's doubles and the women's singles. It has been a fabulous week. We've certainly enjoyed ourselves. I hope you have too. from all of us here, from Steen Peterson and myself, Jill Clark. Until the next time, bye-bye.